YouTube? We back with another banger video, man. Today we're gonna start it in the car. I am on my way to the gas station. If you read the title and the thumbnail, you already know. I'm going to get that E-85. Now, the car right now is still tuned on 93, so I got about 8 miles to empty. I pray that I do make it to the gas station, but I think I will. You know, I won't go too crazy on it, but I think I will. I want to get all the 93 out as best I can, and then we're gonna go ahead and throw some E85 in here. So without further ado, let's get right to it. All right, made it to the gas station. Skinning my teeth, but look at these prices though. $269 for E85 and almost a whole $2, or basically, no, it is $2 more for 93. Yeah, E85 it is. But let me show y'all a couple things. So before y'all get E85, it's good to test it, especially it being your first time. So in this little kit, that's the ethanol testing bottle. So basically you fill this little, like a little bit of water, it's a blue line. Fill that over water, fill it over E85. You probably want to do this at least, I'll say like every couple fill-ups, just to make sure like you're getting some good E85. So you want to do this, and then you pour the ethanol on top. So you shake it, and then you let it sit for a good 5 minutes or so, and then it'll separate. And on these lines, it shows you like what it'll be. So, you know, E85 isn't always E85. So today it might read like E80, which isn't too bad, but you don't want it to be like down here. So yeah, that's what this little testing kit does. So I'm gonna fill that up a little bit. It's gonna be hard to film and fill it. So I'm gonna put y'all down. I'm gonna show y'all what to do after. So I filled it up to the line, and now the water and the ethanol is separate, but it's gonna probably take about a good 5 minutes. So let's sit and wait and see where it's at. All right, so y'all can see that it's about E80. It'll focus. See where it's separated? It's about E80, E81, which is pretty good. Y'all see why y'all gotta test it, because they can give you E51, and that's fine. Like you'll think it's like, oh, you know, that's what's the word? It's false advertisement, but no, they don't have to necessarily give you E85 at all. And 9 times out of 10, it won't be exactly E85, but as you can see, it can be anywhere between that. So that's why you want to test it. So this is good E. Honestly, just pour this shit out, and we gonna go fill up. Get my boys in the cut, waiting on my slow ass. Okay, first time ever filling up with E. The price difference is just crazy, but we're gonna get this tune together. Let me show you how to do this too. $40. Gave me almost a full tank. Only threw 40 in there, but y'all see the price difference. Crazy. Alright, so we back to this. So I want to load the E85 tune. It's gonna go through, like, I changed my tire size. Stuff I didn't, or I don't really care for right now. Just loading it to the PCM. Turn the key on. Turn off the. Alright, now I gotta turn the key on. Fast forward, fuck out this one too. So this usually take the longest. It's just uploading everything to the ECU. Make sure I get, you know, the tune. And whatever miles I did, just making sure I get every last little bit of horsepower out of it to make it worth it.
went on Thursday at like 2, but I had to end up leaving that bitch all the way to Akron to what is the name of the spot? The little car racing equipment.
Summit.
Yeah, I had to drive there. That was an hour there, hour back. Then I had to go drive all the way to him and drop that shit off. Say it was more than we good. And what he told me, I'm like, man, hell no, nigga. Listen, and I just had a spot.
All right, want to start it. Well, we gotta sit here for a good 10 minutes, let it cycle through. You know, that old 93 out the rails. Rev it every once in a while. Then, yeah, we should be good to go after that. All right, it's been roughly a couple minutes, so I think we ready to go. First time, you know, car on E-85, so should definitely notice a little horsepower spike. I'm gonna do some little pulls for y'all if I can, because I am about to be driving on the street. Okay, so no lie, it definitely feels like more of a pickup. Like even on light throttle, like it feel like it just want to keep going. It does have a little more kick to it, I'm not gonna lie. Even a little speed that I'm going right now, it definitely got a little kick to it. Hey, it's a lot of traffic right now, but this car is definitely more woken up.
Road.
I will definitely be doing more pulls and, you know, more sound POVs, more everything, to be honest. Definitely more driving POVs, but just wanted to give y'all a little insight on how the car sounded and the whole process of tuning it to be on E85. So the reason for going E85 on these cars, because they're not limited. So that means 91, 93 is only going to give us so much power. So you'll see like some turbo cars on 93, they make maybe 800 wheel, and then they do E85, they're down there close to 1,000. So these cars love E85, they love higher octane fuels, other than just like, you know, pump 91, 93. So I had the pump 93 tune, like I said earlier in the video. It was fine, you know, it had a little more get up, but I promise you, when I put the E85 tune and E85 in here, it was a whole different monster. So right now, currently, I should be at 500 wheel horsepower. Yes, you heard it right. 500 wheel horsepower. This car comes factory 420, you know, crank horsepower, which on the dyno roughly reads about 410-ish, give or take, low fours, you know, somewhere around there. But with headers, an intake, an E85, and the Gen 3 Coyote, you're able to get 500 horsepower. Now, don't get me wrong. Not every Coyote is gonna make that, you know, some, you know, different gearing, different things like that. But for my specific one, with the 355 gear ratio, I should be at 500 wheel horsepower on E85. Now, obviously, you know, 93, like I said, it limits you. So I think 93, you're probably at about 475, 480. So as you do the E with all the other mods that you got, 500 easily. easily. And these things move. So if you have a Gen 3, Gen 2, doesn't matter. You can even have a Dodge, Scat Pack, Hellcat, an SS, Z01, whatever you got. I would suggest doing E85. Like, you can't go wrong with it. It might not be, you know, available like 91, 93, obviously, but if you have some jugs that you can just store it in for maybe like a couple days, because you don't want to store it in there longer than that, or you know, if you live somewhere close with E85, you definitely want to do it. It definitely wakes the car up. So the benefits of it, especially in my car, you just get more horsepower, more torque. The car responds way better, throttle, everything. Like, just it's cleaner. While it does burn faster, that's one con. It burns faster, but it burns cleaner, less emissions, all that, you know, save the world EPA crap. But regardless, like, the car runs cooler. I've noticed that. Hot days, like, it runs a couple degrees cooler. The cons, it's not everywhere. Like, I don't have a E85 station. I think it's about 5 miles up the road, which isn't bad, you know, traffic and whatnot, but it's not everywhere. It's not always going to be E85 from the pump unless you go and actually get the drums that they sell online. And I look, like, a 5-gallon drum was like over $100, which is crazy, but it's actually E85, like nothing less, nothing more. So the pump is hit or miss. Like this fill up, I got E80. I didn't get E85, I got E80, which is pretty close. I mean, it's not bad for what it is, you know. But as it does burn faster, and I am noticing that now. MPGs went down only like 0.2, so nothing, you know. And I was really on it. So that's probably where it really comes into play. Like, it matters how much you drive it. So of course, you know, being the first fill up, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna see how the car respond, you know, all that. I'm gonna have fun with it. So yeah, your MPG is gonna drop. But the way I see it is, if I'm on 93 and I'm paying almost $5 for premium, yeah, it'll last a little longer, but it costs more. With E85, yeah, it runs out faster, but it costs less. So they pretty much, you know, cancel each other out. You paying more for lasting longer, or you paying less for, you know, not lasting as long. But like I said, you get that added benefit of horsepower and torque and just performance overall. So, all right, y'all, I'm about to wrap it up and get out of here. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. But yes, if y'all like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, don't be scared, don't hesitate. But yeah, man, we're gonna get a dyno day for y'all too. I'm gonna try to get the crew in with me. You know, every car that's tuned in the crew, we're gonna try to get on the dyno and see how much we make. But yes, this one specifically should make 500 wheel horsepower. So stay tuned for that dyno though. We're gonna get that together. We're gonna get that for y'all. I know y'all gonna like that video. So I'm out of here. Peace to the next one.